Yo, everybody, it's Heat Override. Are you ready to bring the pain this week for an impromptu things that make me a jerk? Fridge-O-Nomics edition. Ooh, yeah. Yo, so we all do certain things. We do our job daily. We run across people. That's again why we do it. We air our grievances. We talk about things, and maybe this is gonna bring up a little laugh. But yo, the dude today that I had to deal with was like, what is going on in this world? So I had a call. I went up, and I'm not even supposed to be doing anything. I just show up, and somebody was having a problem with the fridge. And I'm like, all right, Lo, let's check out the fridge, right? Oh, well, I'm just going to replace this part because, he was, the guy said, he was like, that tried it in a different outlet. Nothing was really working. I'm like, all right, cool. So I replace the part and I'm at the same problem, right? And I'm like, all right, well, just for now, because everybody's on vacation, things like that, I'll just go get this other fridge. So I just go get this other fridge, right? And you're probably weekend like, man, you're doing a great job, Rob. Like, what is it going on? There's no way you could actually become a jerk, right? Yeah. Well, let's get to that. Right. So I get that in there and I move it in and I go to plug the fridge in and it's not working. I'm like, oh, man, what the right? So I'm like, all right. Well, let me try another outlet. Try this other outlet. Nothing. Right? Try this other outlet. Boom, works. I'm like, oh, well, so I sit there and I'm like, well, your problem wasn't the refrigerator. Your problem was the electrical outlet to the refrigerator. So let me just take care of that real quick. We'll swap you back out, get your other fridge in here, and boom. Right. Minute I said that, dude drops this shit. He goes, nah, man, that's our new fridge. And I'm like, no, that's not your fridge. I'm like, you just don't do that. And then I had to stop and I'm like, why did he think that? Why did he just think he gets this fridge? Like, you don't get a free fridge because you got a bum electrical outlet. So I'm like, all right. I was like, no, that's not how this works. Yeah. I said, you got your fridge, and this dude was just hell bent. So I'm like, you know what, to avoid confrontation, because we all know I'm not allowed to be fighting here, with that heat override fist of the boom, bringing the pain. And I'm like, I'm like, all right, cool. But it's kind of pissing me the fuck off. And I'm like, who the fuck are you, dude? Like, I came here to help you. And all of a sudden, I find the problem. Aren't you happy? No, you're trying to steal this fridge, bro. Like, who are you? You're a piece of shit. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just going to let it all go. Maybe he's just having a bad day. And I was like, all right, well, I was like, I can't leave, this undone because you called me here and as part of the order, I got to do it. So he goes, well, look, I'm leaving. Here's my phone number. Call me back. I'll let you come back and do the outlet. All right, cool. Fly, run. I call him back. And he's like, oh, no. We already fixed it. I fixed it myself. I took care of it. I was like, oh, so you fixed the outlet. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I know this dude is probably lying his fucking ass off. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So I go about my business and I'm like, all right, well, they'll be up there, blah, blah, blah. And he ain't trying to hear that jazz. So whatever, dude, bye. He was trying to argue with me about this refrigerator and I wasn't letting him do it. Again, he is the jerk. He is the jerk. But eventually I become the jerk. You'll see. Right. So I'm ready for the end of the day. And I grab his fridge and I change out a part that was a little loose, the fan, because he said he heard something about the sign. New fan, I'm grabbing it. Well, I see somebody and I'm just like, hey, how you doing? Because I should say hi to people, right? Well, it's this dude again. I just didn't notice him because I don't really look at people unless I associate myself with you. And that's really truth. It's like, you see people, you just glance. You don't really look at them and look at what they look like unless you're really talking to them for a long period of time. And most of the time, I'm not doing that. So, like, I'm like, I get in there, and then the dude's like, I was like, just thinking, because like I'm fixing, it's there, and he's like, oh no, third time I see you today. And I'm like, oh, right. But deep down, it pissed this motherfucker off. And I didn't know. So I walked past, I was just like, yeah, I was like, actually, I'm just grabbing the part right now and fix your fridge and we'll have that back in all ready for you. And he goes, why? You keep telling me about this fridge. It's already been solved. And I'm like thinking, bro, it ain't been solved yet. You just don't get to pick what you get. Like you just don't take a refrigerator when your fridge is fine because you just feel that that's the problem now. No, you called in a bunk ass order, dude, and now you want more. And like, so this goes back to the age old thing. When you give a finger, they take an arm. Bro, that motherfucker's taking a whole body, right? Because he got a whole fridge, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, all right, and I'm like, sir, I was like, we are fixing your fridge and we're gonna have to exchange them tomorrow. No, no, no. I ain't trying to hear that, Johnson. I already told you that the fridge is mine. And I'm like, are you serious? So I'm like actually getting a little pissed now. And I'm like, yeah, well, fuck this dude. He's what? No, you like how I'm trying to still figure out how this man thinks that because he had a bad electric outlet that he gets a whole new fridge. Yeah, I really don't understand that at all. So, like for me, I'm not that person. I'm not. I'll never be that person because I'll call shenanigans. I'll just be like, hey, why is that wrong? Why does he get that? Right? But he doesn't. He doesn't get that. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, well, I just wanted to leave the whole situation because again, if he gets belligerent and puts his hands on me, I have the right to defend myself. And defending myself, I get to use certain techniques that I know that I've spoke about on other podcasts that I will not reveal. But let's just put it this way: win, lose, or draw, there's gonna be some damage done, bro. Get it right. Oh yeah, right. So I'm sitting there and I'll just walk away. All of a sudden, I go in the other room. I can hear him shouting at me through this door. I'm like, if I go out this door and I gotta defend myself, I'm gonna beat the shit out this old man. I'm gonna beat. He ain't that old, but I'm an old man too. But he's maybe 10 years older than me. And I'm sitting there like, all right, just get yourself ready. So I go back out and I'm just like, sir. I mean, he's like, I just want to be here, and you're disrespecting me. And then he was like, and then you disrespected me earlier. And I'm like, wait a minute. You, and mind you, this is all in my head. I'm like, wait a minute, I fucking disrespected you, but yet you're the motherfucker that keeps speaking over me, not letting me get a fucking word out, which I completely hate. That's another peeve of mine. If you're going to sit here and you're going to talk over me and not let me get a word in at all, you're scum. That's it. You're scum. I don't care. That's how my mind thinks. Hey, maybe I'm not the best of persons all the time, but I will say that that's what this part of the podcast always is about. It's about letting that out, letting all those grievances, letting out what is going on in my mind at this time that this dude is saying this shit to me. And I'm like, all right, I was like, sir, calm down. I said, we will handle this tomorrow when we come to go get. You don't need to come up. And I'm just like, all right, I'm done. I just go walk away. I was like, you have a great day and you have a thing. Here's the kicker. This poor guy is going to have a few people show up tomorrow to get the fridge, and it's going to have nothing to do with me. And I don't understand why he thinks he gets the fridge. I still don't understand that. So if any of you have an idea of why he gets the fridge, you can comment, share. Tell me why this man gets a free fridge. Because I wish my electrical outlet would go bad so I could get a free fridge, but my fridge ain't broken. So I don't need a free fridge. I'm like this motherfucker. Oh, yeah. That's how you do it. That's how you bring the pain. You ain't no Fridge-O-Nomic, and you ain't no Thug-O-Nomic, bro. You sit down with your soul ass, probably hot up on drugs. We don't care about you. They got time for that. We just want to keep working. But you turn people like you, turn people like me into jerks. Have a great day, everybody. And as always, may the jerk be with you. Oh, yeah. Woo.